Hi, Craig Richardson here again, the Executive Director of Energy and Environment Legal Institute at the NGO Pavilion right next to where the climate treaty is being, as we speak, drafted. Apparently it's going to be coming out in about 5 minutes or so our time. But I'm with Steve Grove, who's the Senior Policy Fellow at the Heritage Foundation. Good to see you, Steve.
Good to see you too.
So what do you think so far of Paris?
Well, the city's lovely. It's been a gorgeous 50 degrees for most of the time here. So I don't know, maybe there is global warming going on, but I don't know if all the things that are going on at this conference center is going to change anything about that.
Well, let's talk about the treaty a little bit, because apparently your expertise is in the area of international law. We heard earlier from my colleague Chris Horner about some of the international agreements or treaties or legislative or legal structures that are in this.
Right.
To me, it sounded certainly fairly ominous when you're talking about a tribunal of sorts. Can you talk a little bit about what the concept is and what this means for Americans?
Well, I mean, it's to a lot of the folks here, just making the commitments and promising to reduce emissions and promising to spend billions of dollars to the poor countries. The promises aren't enough. They want an actual climate justice court where they can go and bring a case against the United States or against some other donor countries and demand that they get the billions of dollars as quickly as they would want to do it, and criticize those countries for not reducing their emissions fast enough, and embarrass them in the process, which really is the point of the whole deal. So,
what is our U.S. Constitution? How could we possibly be to put that in, subject that, or put that in second place to an international? Are we not giving up some constitutional rights by doing that?
Well, we'd certainly be giving up our sovereignty. Any time that you join an international agreement, a treaty that compels you to go and defend yourself before a tribunal headed up by international judges who then pass down findings and judgments upon you that you are legally bound to pay, that takes away American sovereignty.
Yeah, and I guess in their minds, of course, that comes back to money, because what better way to get justice than to pay money?
Yeah, the justice would come in the form of billions of dollars of more U.S. taxpayer dollars, more mitigation, more reduction of our means of producing and burning energy. That means your and my bills go up because our energy prices have to go up naturally. Oh God, I hope there's a protest coming by. I hope they come by. Let's clap for it. There's some justice for you. They're walking for climate disruption. Now, I don't know.
Climate disruption?
I don't know.
I mean, wasn't that disruptive? Didn't they just invade and disrupt my climate?
If we were climate, they were the disruption.
Oh, okay. Well, now I get it.
They're getting exercise though. They're just doing laps and laps here. So,
let me ask you just one last question. Does this have a prayer, given the state of affairs in America right now, which I try to explain to my friends here in Europe? They don't quite understand the level of anger that exists in America. I think Congress is about 9% approval rating. I don't know where the president is, but that sort of part explains the Donald Trump syndrome here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what is this thing going to happen? What's going to happen after this conference is over? And they have an agreement.
Well, if they follow the American plan, he will bring this agreement back to America, where climate change ranks 30 out of 30 on public polling of issues that people are concerned about.
I thought it was the most important issue in the world, including past terrorism and everything else.
Of course, terrorism, schmerism. It's climate terrorism that they're interested in.
Or climate disruption.
Or climate disruption. So he's not going to bring it to Congress. He's not going to bring it to the Senate for advice and consent. They're going to have to get their budget request through Congress, though, because all the money that they're promising here doesn't come out of some slush fund. Congress has to approve it, And so we're going to have to see.
And I think groups like the Heritage and what we're trying to do, really, that's where it becomes a play, because I agree with you, not that I don't trust Congress, I just don't trust Congress. And the fact of the matter is, the American people need to be informed, and they need to keep their congressmen and senators' feet to the fire and make sure that they don't sign off on it.
Yeah, the American people have to do some congressional disruption.
Well, Steve, it was great to see you, great to be here.
Thanks for having me.
All right.